Brad, you spoke about your frustration after last game with all of the text that we saw tonight. Did you get the sense that that was contained to this game, or it was building emotion that kind of the team had been dealing with?
First person, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. No, I feel like all that energy was for tonight. There was a lot of BS going on out there, just in terms of our calls and texts. It was just too many texts on both sides. So it was all about tonight. It was frustration on everybody's side.
And for you personally, especially in the first half, you've spoken about your slow starts. What wasn't going right early on tonight, especially?
I'm human. I just didn't have it going. I didn't have too many legs in front of me, so felt better in the second half. Got them up under me, but I'm human. I had a horrible night. I had a crap night, so I'm taking on the chin. I gotta be better. I told the guys I gave them nothing tonight, so I gotta be a lot better.
Fred?
Hey, Brad. You've talked kind of on and off this year about occasional spacing problems you guys have had on offense where the middle of the floor gets cramped. Just like, what's the fix for that? Or at least how do you help that along so it's not as obvious when it's happening?
Running the floor better. I think guys understanding their positions, understanding, when we get out in transition or after made baskets, we're getting out to attack, and we gotta do better, creating driving lanes for Russ and I, and for guys to create, off the break, and be more cognizant of it. I think sometimes it's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes we cut at the wrong times, so it could just be like just a timing thing and an IQ type thing, just knowing when and when not to cut, understanding, when to, kind of chase after the ball, or, when to, overload one side or not. So it's just being better at, understanding and just reading the game, knowing where Russ likes to attack, knowing where I like to attack, and, just getting a better feel for it.
It sounds like you're kind of getting at it a little bit, but you guys have talked a lot about communication on defense. Is there, I mean, I know offense is a lot more kind of intuition and reading the game and that kind of stuff, but is there a way that communication, or at least kind of like just telepathy on the floor, can be better?
I missed your last part. What'd you say?
Yeah. Is there a way that just like communication, or at least reading off of your teammates, can be better offensively?
Yeah. I mean, it's getting to our spots, cutting harder, setting screens, being decoy sometimes, and it's everybody. It's not just going to take one guy. Like tonight, Cam Reddish was face guarding me the whole night, and so sometimes we get stagnant. But okay, what's B doing? How can we get B the ball instead of just playing ball? So we just got to be better with that. Understand that everybody has a green light to be aggressive and attack, and and knock down shots when they have them. So I think at times, sometimes we get too caught up in, okay, let's try to get B the ball, when it may be difficult at times. So just play basketball.
Ace?
Brad, obviously I'm sure you're used to, guys coming back from injury, but when it's like a collection of players at once that are all on a different timeline than the rest of the team, what is that like as you guys try to develop cohesion and chemistry?
It was a little tough because, you have guys on minutes right away. So you understand we're not just going to throw them right into the fire. It's a recipe for injury, so we do a better cognizant job of just trying to ming guys back into the lineup. But it's going to be tough, because, we've been playing a certain way, and, these guys haven't played in about 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks. So it's going to be tough on them. They got to get their wind back, the legs back under them, get a better rhythm and feel for the game. So it's going to be an adjustment for sure. But we got to do it rapidly on the fly.
And as you guys deal with all of that, and, so many unusual circumstances this year, and now you sit 3-12, just what's kind of the state of the team right now as you guys try to take stock and turn this around?
Still pissed off. That's not changing. I feel like even if we won, we'd still be a little pissed off. So we understand that, nobody's going to feel sorry for us. We don't want that. So we got to dig ourselves out of this hole and be ready to go come Sunday. It doesn't get any easier. It doesn't get any easier. They added 2 games to our schedule. on our road trip. So we gotta be ready to go and understand it's gonna be tough, and understand we're gonna need everybody collectively in order to get these wins and scrap them together.
Kellen.
Hey Brad, Coach Brooks was talking about how even despite all like the injuries and the losses, that he's still very confident in this group, in the team. So I guess I just wanted to get your take, like how confident are you in this team still, despite the record and kind of the injuries and all you've been going through?
It's always tough, with you see TB go down. We have COVID. 8 of our guys are out. It's very easy to just fall into that trap of saying, "Oh, okay, this is what we're doing. This is the year we're having." But we weren't full strength. We didn't have everything. We didn't have a lot of practices to come back. Those aren't excuses, but this is just reality and facts. But it's tough. But for me, I feel the same way as coach. Like, I'm confident in our guys. I'm confident in myself. I'm confident in everybody to be able to come together and rally these wins together. Like Garrison said last game, we can't have the mentality that we're 3-11. We feel like we're better than that. We know we're better than that. So it's we just got to go out and do it.
Neil.
Hey, Brad, a little bit of a non-game question. I was rereading the Players Tribune article you had written in 2017 about the relationship you had with your mom. Obviously, she's very close with how you were brought up. I'm curious, is that relationship still the same where she's texting you all the time, even right now, and giving you thoughts to how to get through this adversity, and how has that relationship continued to grow in your NBA career?
Well, I would say it's a lot different now. I have two boys. So my mom, she kind of respects my adulthood and kind of lets me grow a little bit more now. But she's always going to be the toughest coach I've ever had. I always say that. Like, still to this day, she's going to be in my ear and tell me what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, and make sure I'm correcting it. But I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily in like a mental funk or anything, or whatever it is you're trying to necessarily get at. Like, it's an adverse time. Like, we all know how to deal with it. It defines your character, and to see your retaliation in times of adversity. So that's all this is.
Thank you, Brad.